Well, hello again and welcome to another Hyperion morning. How you doing out there? Happy Friday. We made it. I know it was a short week. Well, with the holiday breaking it up in the middle, hopefully you had that time off. Maybe you've had this whole week off. Doesn't matter. It's still Friday. We're still heading into the weekend and things are good. Things are good. Good morning, Marianne. So happy to have you along as we hit this finally a Friday, this fantastic Friday, this feel good Friday, however you're celebrating it. Hopefully it's in the best way possible. Hopefully things are good for you. Yes, we made it. It's Friday. Got to work today for me, but it's Friday. Having a fun time on the weekend coming up. Hopefully you've got some good things planned for this weekend as well, whether it's enjoying just some time at home and time with family, or whether you're getting out and doing something fun, whatever it might be. Hopefully it will be magnificent for you. That's all I want. That's all we all want. We want to just have a good time on a Friday. I wanted to show you this because I mentioned it yesterday during yesterday's show, but I didn't, I forgot at the last moment, didn't get the photo ready. But I mentioned that we on New Year's Day went to Disney Springs and it was crazy. It was. Then we headed off to the Wilderness Lodge to enjoy some time, much more mellow at the Wilderness Lodge, as it always is, but we were meeting family there, and I wanted to show you a picture of our family that we got together with. So let me get this a little larger here. So let me see if I can do this. Oh, there you go. This is, if you don't know, Michelle, we've told this story many, many times. Michelle ended up giving up her daughter many, many years ago for adoption. She wasn't ready to have a child. She gave her up for adoption. But it ended up working out really well because she ended up having a wonderful life. They ended up reuniting several years ago and they've become really, really tight and close. And we haven't seen them in a while, but they were visiting Orlando this week. And we were all finally able to get together and take a picture. So you can see Michelle, myself here, her daughter's over there on the left-hand side, along with her husband. And these are their children. And we just had a wonderful, wonderful time getting to catch up with them, hang out with them. It was way too short, but it was nice hanging out and enjoying some time and taking this nice picture in front of the beautiful, always stunning, wonderful Christmas tree out at the Wilderness Lodge. Just always so fun. Thank you, Marianne. It is wonderful. And it was wonderful to catch up with them again. It'd been too long. We'd, done some virtual meetups with them, on Zoom or whatever. But we had not been able to sit down with them face to face for a long time. And it was just really nice to be able to catch up with them. So we had a great time. And I'm sure we'll be talking more about that on this weekend's episode a little bit, just kind of recapping a little bit of that. I have a feeling it'll be Michelle's favorite thing of the week. Just have a feeling. Maybe mine as well. But it was really nice. So I just wanted to share that with you. We were talking about this weekend coming up. Well, we have some good things coming up for ourselves this weekend because we are going to be checking out the new tower. Yes, the Island Tower at the Poly this weekend. We just have a one-night stay in one of the small rooms, the Duo Studio. We've never stayed in one of the Duo Studios. We want to check that out for ourselves, especially since it's just Michelle and myself this time. Scott, as you know, if you're listening before, went back and is now staying with his father for the next 6 months, but he may pop over. You never know when he might show up. But we're heading out there to check out the spaces at the Poly, explore the resort, or at least this tower. We know the rest of the resort. We've been to the Poly many, many times. But check out this and see all it has to offer. Hopefully have a couple meals at the Wailulu Grill and just explore it. Unfortunately, looking like the weather won't be ideal to enjoy the pool space there, the new pool space. I'm sure we'll check it out just the same. But being as we're looking like we might top out tomorrow at like 60 degrees, we may not be doing a ton of pool time, but that's okay. We're going to be checking out the spaces. We'll be reporting back to you on what we thought of it. What we thought. Everything we've seen so far looks beautiful, and we can't wait to explore it for ourselves. And we'll share all about that. But we're really excited about that. Just heading out there tomorrow morning, staying just the one night, Saturday night, spend some time out there Sunday. I think our passes are actually still blacked out, so we won't even be doing some park time. We're just going to mostly explore this resort. So should be a lot of fun. And we're looking forward to talking about it with you. If you're thinking about possibly doing the Island Tower or any place else at the Walt Disney World Resort, well, we received some more good news yesterday, although I think we all expected this was coming. But there was a new Disney discount that was released as of yesterday for resort stays while you're out there. This usually happens. You'll see the free Disney dining come out first, and then we'll get the discounted room rates. And then you need to decide on what works better for you. So let's talk about these room rates. They have one going on right now for winter stays, but these are for summer. They start on May 1st of 2025 of this year and run through September 30th of this year. And they depending on your length of stay and where you're staying, is how much discount you get. So they're anywhere from, if you're staying 5 nights or more, it's anywhere from 20% to 30% off of the standard room rates. And if you're staying 1 to 4 nights, it's anywhere from 15 to 25%. Now, again, the 30% to 25% is from some of the more expensive ones. Usually it's the deluxe villas. And then it goes down to like the all-stars, the value resorts, as far as that will be what your 15 to 20% will be. But go on Disney's website and check it out. Find out what your rate might be. If you've already booked a room, check on that as well, because you can still rebook and get this lower rate as well if you've already booked a room for this summer. And of course, if you have a certified Disney vacation planner, our great friend Nate is an excellent one, but there are so many out there. They will check on it, find the best rate for you, contact them. They may even be contacting you to let you know that this is going on. And they will make sure you get the best stay, because they're all fantastic and they do great jobs. Again, now this is where you do the math. What's more important to you is, because they offer the free Disney dining plan at around this same time. So you need to do the math and figure out, is it better for me to get those free meals and then pay full rate for the resort? Or is it better to cut the fee off the resort and just go ahead and pay for our dining plans? We usually find the resort is the better way to go. That's why we have not done the dining plans yet. And by the way, you can also do a dining plan. It just isn't the free dining plan. You can tack on a dining plan, even if you do the discounted stay. It's just not the free dining plan. But anyway, do the math. Always do the math. Check in, figure out what works best for you, and then make your decision. But either way, get out to the Walt Disney World Resort this summer and enjoy some of these great rates. And there may be some more coming. Always check back. You never know what's going on out there. What else are we talking about this day? It is I almost said December, January 3rd, 2025. I thought I would get the year wrong, but I almost got the month wrong. January 3rd, 2025. If you're going out to a Disney resort, maybe you'll have a chance to sample something with a straw. I know we will be this weekend. Of course, with Disney resorts, it's always the paper straw. So, be ready to deal with that. But it is National Drink with a Straw Day today. Yes. If you get the paper straws and you have something that may be a little tough to drink, like a milkshake or whatever, I always recommend asking for an extra straw, because those things will get shredded pretty quickly. I appreciate that Disney is doing their best to help the environment, but man, sometimes those straws can be a little tough. Or purchase your own reusable straw that you can wash out and reuse. There are many of those out there that you can purchase and bring with you to the resorts, and you don't have to worry about the paper straws. But anyway, it is National Drink with a Straw Day, so enjoy your favorite beverage with a straw today. What else are we talking about? Well, how about this? It's a National Food Day, or a candy day anyway. It's National Chocolate Covered Cherries Day. Do you like chocolate covered cherries? I'm okay with them. Like I said, I'm not a huge candy fan, but chocolate covered cherry, easy for me to say. Chocolate covered cherries are pretty good. I enjoy them. I'll have one or two if someone has them around. Again, not a huge thing for me, but they're enjoyable. I like the balance between the sweet, the tart, the chocolate, the richness from that. Pretty good. Mary Ann, you still have a box. Nice. Chocolate covered cherries, great time. Something that usually chocolate covered strawberries comes up for Valentine's Day here in a little over a month, but chocolate covered cherries work as well, for sure. What else are we talking about? Well, how about this? Hey, people, Marianne, all you women out there, you know what? You rock. You rock. You rock. It is National Women Rock Day, and you rock. All you women, you rock. You're fantastic. Michelle rocks. Everybody, you rock. And it is National Women Rock Day. And I couldn't think of a better day because, man, I think so many of you rock. You absolutely rock. Yeah. Get it in the camera there. You rock. You rock. You guys are awesome. You're fantastic. Love you guys. You rock. And today's the day to celebrate it. So thank you. Thank you. Because you rock. You rock. How about what happened on this day in history? Well, this was interesting. It was a pretty solid investment, I'd say, because on this day in 1973, the Yankees were sold by CBS to an ownership group that included George Steinbrenner, who became the managing partner, but also you see Burke's name in there. Mike Burke was another main component. It was a group of several people that ended up purchasing the Yankees for $10 million. Okay. For $10 million in 1973. Do you know what the Yankees are worth right now, speculatively on the market? If they were to turn around and sell the Yankees today, it's somewhere around maybe over $7.5 billion. They are by far the most valuable baseball team in Major League Baseball. They're worth a ton of money. So yeah, quite an investment. Of course, George Steinbrenner passed away several years ago. The team is now still in the family, still run by Hal Steinbrenner, his son. But yeah, $10 million. And now it's worth $7.5 billion at least. Crazy. I thought that was interesting. Speaking of another pretty great investment, how about this? On this day in 1977, Apple was incorporated. Yeah, I think that was kind of a pretty good investment for Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, the people who created Apple, essentially. I know it's had some twists and turns over the years, and even they got rid of Steve Jobs for a while there because some things weren't going right with Apple, but brought him back, and boy, man, the world as we knew it changed with Apple for sure. So pretty good investment, incorporated on this day in 1977. Talking about women that rock, how about this? How about this legend? On this day in 1987, I don't know what took so long, but it doesn't matter. On this day in 1987, Aretha Franklin became the first woman to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It was a long time coming. It was so well deserved. You can talk about whether she's rock and roll or not. I don't care. She is definitely well deserved. She is the queen of soul, but she is also fantastic. She rocks. Aretha Franklin on this day in 1987. I'm also going to say this. There are not enough women in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because there are women. I just talked about it. Women rock. You rock. There are a lot of women out there that rock. I think I read that it's about 10% of the inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame are women. We need to up that number because there are so many fantastic women that rock. We need to get that number up there. So anyway, fantastic and well-deserved that Aretha Franklin was the first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but let's get more in there as well, for sure, as we go forward. Hey, if it's your birthday today, again, January 3rd, 2025, a very happy birthday to you. Here are just some of the people that you celebrate your birthday with. How about great author J.R.R. Tolkien? Wrote The Hobbit, wrote The Lord of the Rings. He was born on this day in 1892. He would have been 133 today. Of course, he's no longer with us. Lost him in 1973, but his legacy lives on. Still doing things with The Lord of the Rings. Of course, the great movies, The Hobbit. So great, and the books are fantastic as well. Check them out if you enjoy reading. But so many amazing things that he created over his lifetime. Speaking of more greatness, how about basketball Hall of Famer, pioneer in many ways for women's basketball, Cheryl Miller. She turns 61 today, born on this day in 1964. She's an NCAA champion. She's an Olympic gold medalist. She is one of the great basketball players of all time, Cheryl Miller, and it's her birthday today. How about these next couple are going to hurt a little bit. They're going to hurt. Danica McKellar, Winnie Cooper from the Wonder Years. Yep. She turns 50 today. She turns 50 today, born on this day in 1975. Remember little Winnie Cooper from the Wonder Years? If you're around my age, you remember. I know that she was many people's growing up their crush. Well, she turns 50 today. Still great, doing great things out there. Still doing, I think she does a lot of Hallmark movies as well, but she does some great stuff as well. But yeah, Danica McKellar turning 50. This is another one that hurts. James Marsden, you know him as he's the voice of Max in a Goofy movie, Goof Troop, all that. He was also in Hocus Pocus. He's been in many other roles. Anyway, he also turns 50 today. Max turns 50 today. Born on this day in 1975. Great NFL player, quarterback for the New York Giants, couple times Super Bowl winner, Eli Manning. I have a few issues with him just because there was a time when he was getting drafted that this was when I was a fan of the San Diego Chargers, and he said he didn't want to play for San Diego. It ended up turning out okay because he ended up going to New York, having a really great career. The Chargers got some great players that ended up kind of turning their gameplay around, including Phillip Rivers, who was a quarterback that I always loved. Eli Manning, he turns 44 today, born on this day in 1981. So happy birthday to him. And great actress. She's fantastic. You know her as Yelena from Black Widow, from Hawkeye, coming up on Thunderbolts. This is coming up here this year. But she's done amazing, more parts than that. Yes, she's part of the Marvel Universe, but there's been so many other great things she's done as well. Florence Pugh, she turns 29 today, born on this day in 1996. So very happy birthday to them. And again, if it's your birthday, a very happy birthday to you as well. One more thing before we get out of here. We do have a new episode coming up this week, and it is going to be with some new guests. We're doing a new thing here. It's a new year. We're bringing on new guests that we've never been on the show before. This time we have Troy and Mimi from the Disney Assembled podcast. It's surprising that we haven't had them on the show before, but we're thrilled to finally get them on. And we had a wonderful chat with them and played a little game where we kind of assembled a superhero squad using Disney characters. That's fun. But mostly we talked about their lives, how their love of Disney, their podcast. We hope you'll come along and join us on the fun time that we had with them. And that's coming out this Sunday. We'll be talking more about that as well. We recorded it earlier, so it's pretty much ready to go, but it'll drop on Sunday as our podcast episodes always do. All right. Gonna get out of here. Everybody have a fantastic Friday. It's already Friday, heading to the weekend. Have a fantastic time today, no matter what you have planned. I'll be back tomorrow morning. My plan is to be here at 8 a.m. I may shift that depending on when we decide to get out of here and head tomorrow morning to the Island Tower. But right now, my plan is to do the normal weekend thing at 8 a.m. But don't be surprised. That's a good reason to be subscribed to the YouTube channel, is that you'll get the announcement whenever I'm doing this show, just in case I pivot it to 6:30, 7:30 or whatever, because we're going to get out of here. But still the plan for right now, until we change things, is for 8 a.m. tomorrow to have more of this show for you. Hey, again, enjoy your Friday. And please remember, always share some kindness, share some smiles, and please keep on sharing that positivity. I'll be back tomorrow morning, maybe 8 a.m. some point, to do all those things with you. Sunday, possibly be doing it from the Island Tower. So stay tuned for that as well. Until that time, everybody, have a magical day. See you tomorrow.